Hey there, so we're back again in the workshop, and I'm going to be showing you today how to wax. This is a finishing process that we use with our chalk paint, and a lot of people, this is the most difficult thing that they face each time that they do a new piece. So I wanted to kind of go over a few basics with you and just kind of help you feel more comfortable and more confident in doing your pieces. So first off, you want to make sure that your surface is clean and that your work area is clean. Now, we do a lot of things back here, so it doesn't look clean, but I promise it is, okay? But you want to make sure it's clear of dust, debris, and you always want to make sure, I have long hair, so I always pull my hair up just to make sure that my hair doesn't get into the wax, because you definitely don't want that in your finished product. Again, that will be your finished look, so you want to make sure it's as clean and looks as superb as possible. So first things first, tools. I talk about tools and how important they are. This is my wax brush. It's a round wax brush, but it has kind of a point on the end. Now this one's pretty worn because I've used it a lot, but make sure that you invest in a really good paintbrush and wax brush. You want to make sure that they're good quality. This is a natural boar's hair bristle, so it's going to give me a nice finished look, and I do all of my finishing with my brush. But again, it's just like a builder. They have to have the proper tools to do the proper work. So we're going to start with our wax brush. Then you're going to need some clean, lint-free, that's got a little wax on it, but clean lint-free rags that you can use. A shop towel, an old t-shirt. I know we have tons of old t-shirts. Just make sure they're lint-free and that they're clean. And my waxes. I'm going to be using 3 waxes today because our customer wants just this particular look. So I have clear first. It looks almost milky white, but it does go on clear, and it really enhances the color of your piece. So that's an important step, and generally this is your first step. Then I have a brown wax, and you can see it's a really deep brown, but when I put that on, it won't show as dark. And then we're going to mix in the black, because we're going for a farmhouse look for them, for their dining space. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some of my clear wax and I'm just going to put it on a paper plate. And I'm probably going to use about 3/4 of my product is going to be clear. It's going to be brown. And then about another 1/8 is going to be black. And then I'm going to take all 3 of those and mix those together. Now usually I would apply my clear wax first all over my piece and then go over it with either my dark or my brown or my black wax. But today I'm kind of skipping a step, but if you're a newbie, you probably want to do your clear wax first and then go back the second step. Alright, so there. I've kind of mixed all that together, and now I'm going to apply it to my piece. So I'm going to take my brush and a rag, so I'm ready. And then I'm just going to start applying it to my piece. And I'm really just massaging in the wax into my paint. See, I've already got hair, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to keep working that in. Applying it, and again, just massaging it into the paint. And then I'm going to take my clean cloth. I'm working small sections. If you're beginning, please work in small sections. And then I'm just going to go back and just wipe that from my paint. And this chalk paint is very porous, so it's really going to soak in. And you can see there, just get it to the look you want. Now, as you're working with your wax, it should really, as you're massaging it in, it should bead up. And look if you can get a close-up of that. You can see little beads. Can you see that? Okay. There's little beads. So really what I'm doing is I'm not scrubbing the wax back off. I'm really just lightly dusting those beads away because that's our excess wax. Okay? So I'm going to finish this chair and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so I finished waxing my piece. I got it wiped down. Hopefully it looks great, fabulous. We just got kind of a rustic farmhouse look going here, but you want to make sure the most common things that I see when people are waxing their pieces or finishing them, that they get their wax too thick or they don't get enough. So we want to make sure, because this is our sealant, we want to make sure that we have the proper amount of wax. Generally 2 to 3 coats is a good amount, and you want to make sure it feels tacky. It's going to be waxy. You want to make sure that it does that once you finish, and you don't want it to be slimy. A lot of people, if they put too much, it will be slimy, and then your product will never cure. So it takes usually 21 days to 30 days to completely cure, and then it will feel like a regular piece of furniture. So happy waxing. Good luck to you.